One of the most efficient ways to increase your income is a raise. You need to be well prepared for this in a salary discussion and be able to sell your reasons well. Today's video is all about the wage negotiation. Do you deserve a pay rise? What do you need to consider before and during the salary discussion? And what shouldn't you say under any circumstances? Stay tuned. Greetings everyone and welcome back to Stock Miner. Anyone who follows my channel knows that I'm trying to increase my income in all aspects of my life and eventually achieve financial independence. Because a higher income means a higher savings rate and ultimately more capital to invest. The biggest source of income for me is my job, which I actively pursue. This is where I can increase my income most effectively. Negotiation in salary discussions is deeply rooted in psychology, and that is exactly what we're looking at today. You actually make the biggest leaps in salary when you change jobs. So first of all, ask yourself, do I see a future in this company? If this is not the case, then a salary discussion makes little sense. You might be better off looking for a job. The salary chart for frequent job changes looks like this and compared to a career in the same company. Personally, I think both approaches are good as long as they are in line with your personal career planning. A salary discussion only makes sense if you are really convinced that you deserve it. It's not about trying to get more money, but rather about communicating your commitment and loyalty to the company. More pay means more responsibility. You have to realize that. So ask your employer this question too. This is the appraisal interview. That is a preliminary discussion about your salary. You always hold this with your closest supervisor. If you are particularly courageous and convinced, offer the managing director the opportunity to be there too. There, you have to mention the following: your career planning, your future plans for the next 3 to 5 years, and mention that you would like to achieve this together with the company. It is important to tell your employer that you like it here and that this company means something to you. And most importantly, end your statement with, can this company help me along this way? The whole thing then works in such a way that your supervisor will make a note of this and give you an answer to this question at the salary discussion. Before the salary discussion, however, you should find out what a comparable person earns. If they earn significantly more or less, ask yourself why. What age and education do they have compared to you? Do you have more responsibility? Do you manage employees? Does your industry pay less? Is your company in a private industry or state supported? Check LinkedIn, PayScale, or Glassdoor for this. Prepare for the question, why do you want to raise? You shouldn't answer with, I did this and that. Answer what added value your work has brought to the company and that you are an asset. Have you saved the company some money? Did you land a big contract? Have you optimized an internal company process? Did you help shape the reorganization of your department? It's all about selling yourself as an employee in the company. Make a list and show everywhere you have been involved and what changes the company has experienced with you. And finally, from the points you have worked out in your research, set yourself your new salary. Stay realistic, but firm. Once you have set this figure, add 100 to 200 on top. This will be your adjusting screw in the salary discussion. And importantly, this figure is not mentioned until you are asked for it. Okay, are you ready? The conversation. The time has come. Turn up on time and well groomed, hopefully as usual. When you sit down, the first thing you do is you thank the supervisor for their time. Begin with a positive tone, expressing your enthusiasm for the role and your eagerness to contribute. And then it starts. Sell yourself. Work through your list piece by piece, but don't go into too much detail. Keep it short and crisp. It shouldn't be a 10-minute monologue. The essence is about 3 minutes. After you have finished speaking comes one of the most difficult parts. You say nothing more until your supervisor takes the floor. When the whole conversation is over, you will be asked for your proposed salary. If this question doesn't seem to be asked anymore, then bring it up at the end. Based on the points just mentioned, I'm considering a wage adjustment of X dollars. Right, wage adjustment. You're not talking about a pay rise, which is just more money. You're talking about adjusting your pay in line with your work and your commitment to the company. Your boss will make a note of this and possibly confirm it immediately or after a few days. At this point, you have done everything possible. That means that no matter how much of a pay rise you actually get, you accept it and say thank you for it. The salary discussion is more than just asking for a higher salary. It shows your ambition to get ahead in life. It shows your commitment to achieve more. And it shows enthusiasm to take on more responsibility. Remember, it follows your medium-term goal that you mentioned in the assessment interview. If you think the time is right for a higher position, you proceed exactly the same way. Instead of asking for a higher salary, however, you focus your conversation on the management function you're trying to get. Just as important as knowing what to say is understanding what you should never say during a wage negotiation. First thing, never express despair. Even if you are in a difficult financial situation, don't mention it. It makes you look unprofessional and irresponsible. Link your salary to your value in the company. Second, never compare yourself to coworkers. Even if you know your coworker's salary and they earn more, don't mention it, because even if you mention it and actually get a pay rise because of it, this will have a negative effect on your relationship. And the biggest sin at the end, avoid ultimatums. Do not use threats or ultimatums, as this can damage the negotiation process and your reputation. Deeply rooted in life is the natural hierarchy, which must be respected. You come to your supervisor with a demand, and as a subordinate, he pays you the respect you deserve by allowing such a negotiation. So make something out of it. There you have it, folks. With these strategies and pitfalls in mind, you'll be well equipped to master the art of effective wage negotiation. Remember, it all comes down to preparation, confidence, and effective communication. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or would like to share your own negotiation experiences, feel free to comment below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.